Hey, Paula, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Rachel. How's it going?
It's good. It's good to see you again. We're here for another travel talk for Northland Travel. Thank you for joining me today.
I'm
We
glad to
were
be here.
we were just talking off camera. We were kind of dreaming about summer a little bit and the turn of the season and the warmer weather and
Yes, yes. I liked it a week ago when it was 80. I thought that was great.
no kidding. No kidding. And thinking about summer, we need to talk about your adventures along the Lincoln Highway in Iowa tour that
Yes, yes.
you are taking actually at the very beginning of August.
Hmm.
Um, I'll let you tell all about it. This one is a unique trip. Obviously, of course, that it's in Iowa. It'll be a fun one, but you'll have a special guest along as well. So
Yes,
I'll let
yes.
you take over and just give us all the details.
Okay. August 1st and 2nd, that's a Tuesday and a Wednesday this summer. We're taking a special trip along the Lincoln Highway, and our on-bus guide will be Darcy Malsby, who wrote the book, The Lincoln Highway in Iowa, A History and she's known as Iowa's Storyteller. So she's going to come along and we're going to follow the Lincoln Highway, which is otherwise known as Highway 30, running across Iowa. And she's going to explain the sights we see, and you're going to get an autographed copy of her book. She will autograph it for us on the trip. So everybody's going to get a copy of that. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. It's a little different, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So on Tuesday, we pick people up. We do have limited pickup locations on this one. We're only going to pick up in Fort Dodge, Waterloo, and Williams. But we get on the bus and we're going to head east to start with. And we're going to the German House Barn in DeWitt, Iowa, over on the east side. And along the drive there, Darcy will explain the history of this house barn to us before we get there. And then when we get there, we will tour that. We'll go to Belle Plaine. We'll have lunch at the Lincoln Cafe. Darcy knows some really good eating spots along the Lincoln Highway, and we're going to try a bunch of them. So, yeah, I think another eating trip. Yes.
Yes.
Yay. Right. We'll do the Belle Plaine Historical Museum, which has a lot of displays about the Lincoln Highway, Chicago Northwest Railway, and history from that part of Iowa. Over to Preston Station, famous for a man named George Preston, who could tell you lots of stories about his experiences on the Lincoln Highway. We'll head down the road to Tama to see the Lincoln Highway Bridge. It was built in 1914. It's on the National Historic Register. So that'll be interesting to see. And dinner that night, Tuesday night, will be at the Tremont on Main in Marshalltown. And that's where we will spend the night. Now, I'll give you a little heads up. Please sign up early, as the Tremont Inn has limited number of rooms. So first come, first served on this one. But we'll be staying in Marshalltown. So we'll there. And then in the morning, we'll get up and we'll have breakfast there. And we'll head west over to Jefferson. And I'm sure a lot of you've heard of the Mahaney Bell Tower in Jefferson. So we're going to go over to the Bell Tower, learn about it. We'll take an elevator to the top to see the roof art, which is really unique in Jefferson. From up high, different buildings that around town have art on their roofs that you could only see from up on the Bell Tower.
See, I didn't know that before this.
Yeah. So I think that'll be really interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Something different. And we'll do the Thomas Jefferson Gardens there. Lunch at the Centennial in Jefferson. It's a historic downtown building. Then we will keep heading west on the Lincoln Highway. We'll go to Dow City, Iowa to see the Dow House. It's an elegant home, frontier Western Iowa, 1872, give or take. I think it was built. I toured it years ago when I was teaching in Schleswig, Iowa. But it's a really neat house there. So we'll go there. And after that, we'll keep going west till we get to Council Bluffs. We're going from one end of the state to the other. Fun. And in Council Bluffs, we're going to the Squirrel Cage Jail. I don't know why it has that name, but I'm sure we will find out. It's billed as the world's only 3-story rotary jail.
Uh-huh.
It's built in 1885. It's now a museum and a destination stop.
Mhm.
So we're headed there. It's ghost hunters like to go to this place, I've heard. So that could be interesting.
Mhm.
After that, we turn around and we head east and head back home. So it's a quick 2-day tour, just
Mhm.
one night, 2 days, but we'll do the Lincoln Highway from the east side of Iowa to the west side of Iowa with lots of stops and lots of places to eat. I'll tell you a little bit about Darcy Malsby, known as Iowa's Storyteller. She's from Lake City, Iowa, so she's a local gal, really. She grew up near the Lincoln Highway, has crisscrossed it many times, and writes all these fabulous books. So besides the Lincoln Highway one, she's got a culinary history of Iowa. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, to try out all of those different things. She
Mhm.
wrote one on Calhoun County, one on Madison County, classic restaurants of Des Moines and Dallas County. So she's got lots of books out there. So, and she's very
Mhm.
knowledgeable about obviously what she writes about. So it'll be great to have her on the bus explaining all these things as we go to them and see them. So once again, it's August 1st through 2nd. Pricing is $6.99 per person, double occupancy, $7.99. Can't even talk today, per person, single occupancy. And you can request a triple or a quad. But like I said, sign up early because the Tremont Inn in Marshalltown has limited rooms available
Mhm.
for our group. So we need to
Absolutely.
know that. Yes.
Absolutely.
Deposit is due $150 deposit at time of reservation. So
Okay.
and I
Perfect.
know I think we already have 4 people signed up. And
Fantastic.
we just opened, just put this one out there. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
so yes, it'd be great.
Yep, this one's gonna be unique. I like the quick trip. Who
Hmm.
doesn't love an Iowa trip where you learn just a little bit more about where you come from? If you're
Exactly.
possibly a history buff, or if you're a foodie, or if you
Right.
love to read books. I mean, you're going to have an author on board. There's all sorts of
Yes.
different interests that can come together here. If you love Iowa and its history, I mean, what a
Right.
great quick 2-day trip.
2-day
Um,
trip, one night, easy packing.
mhm. Absolutely, we love that.
And Darcy, you will get a signed autograph copy of the book, and Darcy will sign it on the trip for you.
Which is
So
also so
this is
cool. This
awesome.
is
Yes. So yeah.
gonna be really fun to have her along on this trip. I'm gonna
Yes.
go ahead
Yes.
and put up Rhonda's information on the bottom here, the numbers listed below if you have any questions or if you'd like to call and get signed up for this trip. I know we'd love to have you. Paula would love to have you.
I'd love to have you
And
come along. Yes.
you bet. And if you'd like to see more on this trip, you can check out the itinerary that's on northlandtravel.com. It is under the group tours page. It'll be listed there under August of this year, and you can see or read more about all the details. So thanks for joining us today, Paula. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
And we'll keep dreaming about summer, and it'll be here before you know
Yes. Yes. And warm weather.
it. Yeah. All right. Everyone have a good day. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.